you know, and then you got Krayshawn and Lil Debbie and all them, the white mob, you know, and you know, and he sound like he gonna make a lot of noise. All right, so let's get back to some music, and then we're gonna come right back because gotta talk about this racism stuff. Okay,
racism. We're gonna come right back on www.realvisionradio.com. The Ash Hawkins and Mr. Brett Show, baby. Yeah, y'all thought I wasn't here. We here. We both here. Yeah.
If you ain't talking money, what the fuck you talking about? If you ain't talking cars, then what the fuck you talking about? If you ain't talking hoes, then what the fuck you talking about? I'ma show you what real hip hop's all about. This is Hayes in its grand form. Lyrically, I bear arms, hugging niggas bare strong bars, infiltrating your brain Teflon. My flow straight Pluto, why y'all getting stepped on? Get it? When my flame thickens, y'all wither. As the block thickens, I'm seeing more pussy than kittens. So while you dogs parade around, claiming you getting guap, lying on your dick, much like licking your own crotch. I'm the biggest secret file when they kept us outside the region. Most of y'all is irrelevant. Fuck watching a throne, I prefer to be in it. Nino style of Pino child, raising most wounds and silverbacks. Gave you my style to run with, now give it back. Used to play the trenches, but now I'm moving pawns in strategic positions. Shining brighter than the right eye of Horus. I'ma go down in history of battle tyrants like King Taurus. If you ain't talking money, then what the fuck you talking about? If you ain't talking cars, then what the fuck you talking about? If you ain't talking hoes, then what the fuck you talking about? Well, I'ma show you what real hip hop's all about. If you ain't talking money, then what the fuck you talking about? If you ain't talking cars, then what the fuck you talking about? If you ain't talking hoes, then what the fuck you talking about? Well, I'ma show you what real hip hop's all about.
If you not about grinding, then don't talk to me. Cause the killer's on the scene, as you can see. Yeah, I hustle hard so I can live right. Eating all the time, shining real bright. Out to get mine, success keeps me going. Living big time, and I'm still growing. Came from the hood to make an impact. Now I'm eating good. Haters, that's a fact. No one can bring me down, cause I'm sky high. Haters will feel my wrath, even if they try. Cause what I do best is to get bread. Side block is the label, and I'm the head. Also them torsos, I leave them defeated. Cause I make moves and cannot be beat. So when you see me, just give me my props. Cause I'm getting paper, yo, that never stops.
If you ain't talking money, then what the fuck you talking about? If you ain't talking cars, then what the fuck you talking about? If you ain't talking hoes, then what the fuck you talking about? Well, I'ma show you what real hip hop's all about. If you ain't talking money, then what the fuck you talking about? If you ain't talking cars, then what the fuck you talking about? If you ain't talking hoes, then what the fuck you talking about? Well, I'ma show you what real hip hop's all about.
You gotta go and get it every day that you live. That's why I draft the beat, have a lot to give. When it comes to blood, sweat, and these tears, so I will keep grinding throughout the years. On this planet called Earth, I am running things, and because of that total success is what it brings. So if you're not on my level, just stay away. Cause when it comes to getting mine, that I don't play around with. Cause it's no fun being broke, which equals no hope. So I don't take this as a joke. I will make sure that I will continue to eat, cause no one will give me nothing, so I won't accept defeat. When it comes to surviving, I will go all out to get what I need, and won't be no doubt that I was born to make a total impact in life. So just make way, I'm up to bat.
If you ain't talking money, then what the fuck you talking about? If you ain't talking cars, then what the fuck you talking about? If you ain't talking hoes, then what the fuck you talking about? Well, I'ma show you what real hip hop's all about. If you ain't talking money, then what the fuck you talking about? If you ain't talking cars, then what the fuck you talking about? If you ain't talking hoes, then what the fuck you talking about? Well, I'ma show you what real hip hop's all about.
Something has changed within me.
We got now mixtapes. Failure to listen to his mixes result in you missing out on some really good
else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts, close my eyes, and leap. It's time to try to find gravity. I think I'll try to find gravity, and you can't pull me down. I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love, I guess I've lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I'd sooner die to find gravity. Kiss me goodbye, I'm defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. Unlimited. My future is unlimited. And I just had a vision, almost like a prophecy. I know it sounds truly crazy, and true, the vision's hazy. But I swear someday I'll be up in the sky, defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity. They'll never pull me down. So if you can't find me, look to the western sky. As someone told me lately, everyone deserves the chance to fly. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. To those who ground me, take a message back from me. Tell them how I'm defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and soon I'll match them in renown. And nobody in all of Oz, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring me down.
This Ass Hawk and Mr. Bread Show. Ass Hawk and Mr. Bread Show. Defying gravity, you know. Yeah. We all back in the building.
Yeah, we are back in the building, defying gravity, like the song he just mentioned. Yo, y'all got to keep tuning in. www.realvisionradio.com, the Ass Hawkins and Mr. Bread Show, every Friday from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. on www.realvisionradio.com.
Definitely. And before I start to play about what this lady, her name Lacey, by the way, she's a YouTuber who got views and she's like a YouTuber star. I want to make a disclaimer saying that when if you hear this, we're not talking about all white people, because I know a lot of people think that we all know. We have people who we work with who are white who don't even come off nowhere near as being a racist, you know. And that's cool, you know, so we ain't talking about all white people on this. She's not even talking about all white people, period. But she's just breaking it down about what has been going on with black people and other minorities throughout the country, throughout the world, the country, around in America anyway. Can't speak for people in other countries, but in America. So I'll just make a disclaimer right now, so because I don't want people thinking that I'm against all white people, because I'm not. I just don't like I don't like no races. I don't care if they're white or black. I don't like no races. 'Cause I feel like that does nothing for the country, but divide, and we don't need more. We don't need dividing amongst racial lines. We don't need that. So, but I'm just playing this as what she's saying about racism because I'm a black man, so I'm still looking at it from a black man point of view. You know, because of what my ancestors went through, and what my parents went through in the South with Jim Crow laws. So that's the reason why I'm letting this. You know, I talk about it. You know, about my ancestors being enslaved and everything. All right. So here we go. This is Lacey talking about what racism really is. It's called "Is Racism Over Yet?"
Oh, hi, babes. Fun fact, I'm white. I know. Congrats, Lacey. You've figured out your race. But this is actually pretty significant. For most of my life, I was blissfully unaware of the fact that I'm white. My race never affected me. Huge benefit I didn't even know that I had. Growing up, I knew racism is bad, but I didn't really understand what racism is. I thought racism was slurs, discrimination, hating someone based on their skin color. About 50 years ago, direct, in-your-face, this overt racism became illegal and less socially acceptable, which had two side effects on white America. First, it allowed us to believe that racism is over. Yeah, I'm okay. I love that guy. Secondly, it enabled white folks to frame the ongoing struggles of the black community as a character flaw. So after Ferguson, a family member said to me, "Look, Lacey, black people have a lot of problems because they have a bad culture, bad values. They're violent, they're lazy, broken families. Look at them out there riding like animals. That's not racism, that's just the facts." Whoa there, tell me how you really feel. Now, people usually aren't so blunt about it, but if you look closely, you're going to see these sentiments about black America echoed everywhere.
So I taught school for 20 years. A lot of people of color who didn't want to work as hard, they wanted it given to them.
They don't make a living for themselves. They just drop out of high school. I'm going to have kids. I'm going to get a welfare check.
I'm going to get my GED.
I'll get my GED. I'm going to go work at McDonald's.
Young black men often reject education and gravitate towards the street culture, drugs, hustling, gangs. Nobody forces them to do that. Again, it is a personal decision.
The message, to be black, is to be inferior. But that's not the facts. That's just racism. Racism isn't just burning crosses and white hoods. Racism is a seeping system of forces that effectively keep people of color in a permanent second-class status. It's the foundational fabric of our society, woven with values and attitudes, stereotypes, policies, economics, laws. Jim Crow was replaced with a host of shiny new laws that were just as racist, but looked better on the surface. This has made it harder than ever for white America to see the truth. The odds are ever in our favor, and they always have been. Let's take a stroll down memory lane. Stop 1. Wealth. Between 1934 and 1962, the government backed $120 billion of home loans. But they refused to give out home loans to black folks, or even if black folks lived nearby. This went on for decades. This practice, called redlining, essentially, 1, forced black Americans into poor urban centers, the beginnings of the ghetto. 2, segregated America to this day. 3, made it impossible to invest in the future of black neighborhoods. And 4, made it impossible for black Americans to start inheriting property and wealth the same way that white Americans were. Stop 2, education. Property taxes fund schools, which means that families that live in nice houses, maybe ones they got with the help of the government, get a better education. Better education means more opportunities, more resources, more connections, more jobs, more money, money, money. Stop 3, jobs. The lack of educational opportunities meant that many black folks were relegated to low-wage manual labor. Today, when looking at the same exact resume, employers are 50% more likely to call back a resume labeled with a white-sounding name. Stop 4, mass incarceration. Shortly after the civil rights movement, prisons became privatized for-profit businesses. Fill those cells, make those dollars, and they did. The prison population shot up from 200,000 to 2.4 million. More than any country in the world. And who filled those cells? People of color.
More African American adults are under correctional control today than were enslaved in 1850, a decade before the Civil War began.
Black men are now imprisoned at 6 times the rate of white men. So did black men just become 6 times more dangerous? Or of course not. What changed was the laws and sentencing. Sweeping laws were written that specifically targeted black communities. For instance, the sentence for possession of crack was 100 times harsher than the sentence for cocaine. Stop 5, racial